Alright, so we're back doing some BMT reacts. I have like a crap ton more videos, so I'm gonna make this probably like a series or something like that. Okay, that was, I didn't even read it. Got the Black Air Force of the military on today. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Listen, BMT boots? Do I still got them? Some people hate that. Do I know these people who hate? Yes. Will I get new ones? Listen, all I'm saying is they still work. Are my feet horribly heavy now? Do my knees hurt? But will I get disability? Maybe disability, I don't know. But I do want to try some. Actually, let me know which one is the best one to get, y'all, because I've been trying them on since BMT. Since BMT, I've tried other boots on, or tech school. And I'm telling you, like, I'm like, do I really need them for $150? That's a lot of money. I spent a lot already on shoes and BMT, like sneakers and stuff, because I didn't have no shoes. And now I don't know why it doesn't seem like a necessity to get. Probably because I don't know which ones to get. I'm just leave it at that.
First interaction with an MTI.
It's at Disneyland.
Right now. Let's go, hurry up. Maybe if you would have stayed where you was the first time, you wouldn't be having this issue. Face me. First two down. First two take a knee. Let's go. First two back up. First two down. First two back up. Hey, we're gonna play this game all night. We need to move this situation. Get up. First two down.
Okay, so I did not have this experience. My first time at boot camp, I was like probably one of the last buses to get there at like 9 or something. So when I got there, people had already done this part. Like I was late, or like I was the last bus. So by the time I got under these things, which I was Alcatraz, this looks like Disneyland. But by the time I was done, like getting off the bus and getting the stuff that I needed, like they were like, here's your MRE, eat it, and we're going upstairs. Anyway, I didn't have to go through this. They yelled at me like really quickly, but it was just like a, eat this MRE and then we're going upstairs. So cool. Like to me, I was like, okay, like I can do this. I was so
take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day
or something, like telling her like how proud he is. Oh, and then she goes and cry with the cry. Oh, gorgeous. We did not get this. We were during COVID times and our families could not be there. So like in the last video, I said like when I got my coin, I shed one tear and I was like, that's enough. I gotta stay strong, because I was dorm chief, gotta stay strong for my girls, you know? But it was such a proud moment, and yeah, I do wish my family could have been there, because I was at all of my nieces, my brothers' graduations, even my sisters, like when I was a baby, we went to hers. I wish they could have came. We didn't do like any of the stuff with our parents. Our parents couldn't come. I didn't see my parents till after tech school, like a month. Oh, I didn't see my parents. I went in March of 21. I didn't see them till I went home after I'd been in operational in December 21. POV, you joined the Air Force. Yes. But I was already a coffee fiend before the Air Force. I was already a coffee fiend. What I got on a year before the Air Force was Bang energy drinks. Now I'm doing better with Celsius, but I could honestly only drink a half. You are a Starbucks person if you join the Air Force. You are a Celsius, Bang, Monster. You need the energy. Why? Because we on computers all day. That's right. Probably Space Force is going to be like us too, but...
So the next video on this series is about BMT. So like I said in the other video, as soon as I got off the second plane and got to San Antonio, the yelling instantly started. They in-processed us, they gave us paperwork, and they put us on the bus. Mind you, it was like 12 o'clock at night. And there's so many new airmen, all nervous as hell, boarding the buses. So obviously we start talking to ourselves and like nervously laughing about what it's gonna be like. And the bus driver yelled at us. Mind you, he's not in the military, but he's like, hey, y'all better say your goodbyes to your family, this. And the entire bus just went silent for the rest of the bus ride. So after what felt like the longest ride of my life, we eventually got there, and it was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning at that point. Then the bus pulls into Lackland, where BMT is, and the MTIs jump on the bus. And they start yelling so much. I basically shot myself, I'm not gonna lie. But because I went during COVID, they got on, they're like, who in here has had COVID in the last blah, blah, blah month? And I'm out here, I just had COVID a month before I came, terrified to raise my hand, like we all were. So they yelled it again, y'all better start raising your hands. And I was just like, after that, they basically took our names or whatever, and we got off the bus, and we had to go get our bags, our BMT bag. And it was filled with things like this. It was filled with your PT gear, your BMT SG, and your water bottle, and the MREs. Except I didn't know what an MRE was or how to like even use it. And right after that, we sit in line. There's a lot of waiting in line, and we start signing paper. I kid you not, I was so nervous that I didn't know my name. And then I got yelled at for that. Trainee, why are you taking...
Wait, that happened to me at the airport. Okay, at the airport, you're in this long line of people, and this guy is just yelling at you. You're at the airport, and obviously, like, I feel like people at the airport know, or people who live around, like, this is a military area, so there's just a whole bunch of military, like, trainees in there. So they're like, fill your name out. They said, fill it out this certain way, that certain way, da-da-da-da. Tell me why I got up there. I don't remember if I forgot how to spell my name or I messed up like on the spelling just on accident, and they give you a pen, you can't redo it. That's when I got chewed out the first time, when at the airport, because they were like, trainee, get in the back of the line. And that's why I was there late. And you know what? It actually worked out in my favor, because I didn't get all the crazy screaming like other people got when they got there in the morning. So
where am I? So, of course, I mess it up and I need a new paper because I'm not used to getting yelled at all the time. So I get yelled at for needing a new piece of paper. So eventually, I finally get my name right, and I go to my assigned flight. And what a flight is basically the girls that you're going to be living with for the next 6-7 weeks. And I believe I had about 50 girls in my flight. So we're all sitting there, all nervous, exhausted, because it's like 3 a.m. at this point. And our MTI comes over, and he's like, start eating your MREs. And we're all looking in our bags like, what the hell is he talking about? So we finally pull it out, and it's just this, like, brown bag filled with food. And there's a main course that you have to, like, learn how to heat up. And he's out here like, oh my God. Like, he's done this a million times, and you can tell. So most of us couldn't figure it out, so we didn't eat. So we finally get upstairs into our dorm, which I was in Alca jail, or Alcatraz, the ghetto dorm. And it was very much ghetto, and I'll tell y'all why later. So we finally get in, and he's like, everybody take a shower and go to sleep. Because at that point, it was like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. And we're out here thinking, like, we're about to get some good sleep. Girl.
Yeah, because they went to sleep at 3-4 and you gotta wake up at 5 something. Yes, and oh my gosh. Yeah, they don't care. I watch things that were like, if you get there late, they're gonna have like an extra hour for you to sleep. Girl, where? No, they did not. They did not. You woke up at 5:45, I think, every day. For the MREs, I didn't know how to heat anything up either for like the whole first, I don't know how long I was there. Somebody had to show me later. So when I had that, it was like they gave me cold, some kind of spaghetti-o type whatever. I ate that thing cold. They got me a little poppy seed bread thing. I ate that, and the rest, I was like, if I couldn't heat it up, like the first time that I was there, when they first give you those MREs, if I couldn't heat it up, I just wouldn't even eat it. Like, I was eating all the stuff cold. And it worked for me. And I had a...
Damn, little lady.
Oh, they yelled at me later because I didn't know where the water fountain was. Because I was like, I need something to drink. Like, this bread is getting stuck right here, right here.
I'm gonna get y'all hip. 4 things you'll hear in Air Force basic military training. Hurry up. What the piss, trainee? It doesn't get easier, you get stronger. Ma'am, trainee something.
Yeah, there's more in there. Depending on your MTI, how much you gonna hear this. What the piss? That was one that we heard all the time. You will definitely hear that one.
Hurry up.
Hurry up, trainee! Yes, all the time, all the time.
What the piss, trainee? It doesn't get easier, you get stronger. Ma'am trainee something.
I didn't hear that it doesn't get easier, you get strong. Maybe I did and I forgot, but that wasn't the ones that usually had stuck out to me. It was like, I think it was when we were marching and then she'd be like, you're out of step.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
I don't know why I threw this one in there. I just thought it was funny because I'm pretty sure they're in BMT and he's in tech school and he's like giving them directions or something or talking to them, but I just thought it was hilarious because there is such a stark difference between when you're in BMT and you're seeing people who are in tech school at Lackland and you're like, wow, they're so cool. Tell me if you've had that experience. And then when you are in tech school and like if y'all ever been to tech school or been to Lackland and then seen trainees, you're like, I've been there. I've been there, okay? Also at the same time, you're like, nah, I did that better. They can't march. Like stuff like that where you're like, wow, they don't even know how to da, 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 da. But really you're just like, I've been there. I know how it is. Okay, now wait a minute, because I don't think I was ever that chill. I was never that chill because our MTIs would bang. If it was a man, he had to like wait like 2 minutes to come in, but like when he woke us up, so he would bang on the door, on the like metal door, and it was deafening. And then our female MTI who could actually come in, loud, shrill, just not all the time, just when she wanted to be, when she knew she needed to wake us up. That voice like in the morning was terrifying. I was scared of my MTIs coming in.
Hey, let me get it. All these bets should be done before we go on the dormitory this morning. Ready to rock and roll all day long.
Okay, that must have been after Reveille because we can't wake up before Reveille. And like the one time that we tried, some girls were like, no, we're gonna wake up before. And I told them, I said, that's not a good idea, y'all. They were like, no, we're gonna wake up before Reveille. My MTI, she was like, oh, y'all don't need sleep? Okay. Like, everybody get up, we're gonna do some like 1x3s or whatever. Like, we're gonna do push-ups. It looks like they had already been up for a while. Yeah, because they're already dressed.
Third week you gotta be out there and just knock the dang thing out of the park. You gotta be no issues at all. Let's go, keep moving, keep moving.
This seems very docile compared to how it was and how I remember getting up in BMT. I don't know why they showed this for Air Force because this was not my experience, okay? Other branches are gonna look at this and be like, yeah, that was too calm for me. I don't know, maybe they were doing it for this video that they were trying to capture for B-roll, but I'm like, I don't ever remember it being that silent. Yeah, and then I remember we had like 6 MTIs. One of them was like, do you know why your mornings suck every day? And we're like what? Because you guys don't have the motivation in the morning, you make the MTIs do it. We were like, okay guys, we are going to get crazy motivated in the morning and gonna show our MTI how motivated we can be because every morning's a drag. It's all mindset anyway, so let's just get up. So literally we made a chant, we did all the corny stuff, but it worked. And our MTI was like, you could tell she had good military bearing sometimes, but you could tell like she was like impressed.
Henry and I was forced to shower with 60 women in BMT.
I think we have 48 girls. We had 4 shower heads, 4 or 6, but in the beginning, they were like only 4 girls in at a time. And then basically because of COVID, they were trying to like do the distancing thing. And I'm like, you want 48 girls to take a shower with 4 nozzles and be done, be undressed, showered, and dressed in 10 minutes. No, wait, I am a lie. 10 minutes was what we got on like Sundays, like 30 minutes, we got 30 minutes on Sundays. Every other day we had 2-minute showers, and I'm not kidding. How is that possible? Maybe it was 5. No, it had to be 2, because I remember it was like whoever can like strip off their clothes the fastest and run to the bathroom, then they had to be the first ones out, dressed, and then back on the door for EC duty with their weapons and like guarding the door. You had to get undressed, take your shower, and then dressed again, literally in like 0 amounts of time. How? We didn't. And you know what was getting on our nerves like most of the time? It was because everybody would wash their hair every shower. Not even gonna lie, all of us girls with the curly, kinky, coily hair, we're like fed up for a while. We're like, listen, y'all taking the time and you don't even need to be washing your hair like that. On Sundays was like our day. A lot of the girls had locks. We had braids that we needed to be redone. If you had like hair that you needed to be done for the week, Sunday was your day to take a longer shower. So thank you to the girls who understood that and were down with it. All right, so let me know how you guys are liking these TikTok react videos, and I will see you in the next one.